Okay, so you want to play Nuclear Throne, but you're really bad at it. This is going to be my tutorial on how to get to the throne and beat him, or loop, whatever you choose to do. Alright, so we're just going to choose normal. You start with Crystal, but you get Eyes pretty quickly on. I'm going to be using Eyes. Crystal and Eyes are very, very safe characters. They both work very well. I will use Eyes because I main Eyes, but you could do this easily with Crystal. So the first place is pretty basic. Just avoid scorpions when you can. We're going to take the screwdriver. And we're going to just carefully go around. And my special power as Eyes is I can use telekinesis to drag people towards me. And I can use that to my advantage to kind of pull people towards me and then just take them out. If you're at all competent, you can do this area very easily. And I can like use this to pull apart projectiles to make it safer to take people like that. Alright. Bad idea. So I'm just pulling everyone towards me so I can deal with them. And it's also spreading the projectiles apart. There's a lot of scorpions. It's hard for me to play and talk at the same time. I'm not this bad, I promise. Destroying those with the melee weapon will get all the maggots inside. Alright, if we let the chest sit and we don't open them, we'll eventually get a big chest. So that's a strategy a lot of people will use, because later stages will give you better gear. So they'll save the chest and then get a big chest at a later stage with a better chance of better gear. But we're just going to go for a good chance at a good weapon before we get to the vault. So your mutations, it depends on really what you want. If you're going for the longest run you can, you want your ideal mutations. But if you're just going for getting to the throne, which you should be going for if you haven't got to the throne, you want to choose some good ones for that. Scarier face is one of the best ones for that, because it's going to make everything easier on every character. Alright, so now that we're in this zone, Big Bandit's going to come at us. He's going to come up from one of the walls, so we want to kind of avoid the walls. With any boss, what we want to do is we want to kind of clear an area where we can fight him. So we're going to try and clear a small area, and if this area is too full of stuff, we're going to just run and try and find an area. So I'm just going to keep running this way until I kind of find an area. And now that he's emerged, I'm going to try and get away from him so I can deal with him by himself. This is kind of a cramped level, but you see the point. And I'm going to get this assault rifle just a little better. Now we want to watch out for him because he sprays pretty fast. So when we're going around corners like this, we want to kind of like be aware that he might be getting ready to shoot at us. Now I see him right here. So I'll show you how to deal with him on his own. But you can deal with him definitely when there's other people around. But if you're having trouble, you want to isolate him. Oh my god. This is a terrible run. Scorpion in the corner. So basically, you want to, if he was right here, instead of running back and forth, he's going to spray at where you're standing. You want to run back and forth like this. So when he starts to spray, he'll just focus on where you were standing and he'll miss you. So circle around him. Bloodlust is really good. Long Arm is going to be really good for melee, so we definitely want that. Strong Spirit's probably the best for this, because it's going to save your life. And I've already lost a ton of life in the first zone. It's inexcusable. Since I have Scarier face, these guys will be able to get killed by the screwdriver. Screwdriver's not a very good weapon, but it's going to take us to a secret zone that I'm going to go to just because I want to. With, it's just a little safer with long arms. And it's going to save us some ammo using a melee weapon. So that's a mimic. We heard it lick its lips, but you can also test if things are mimics by toxic launcher. Alright, so we're going to access a secret area right here. We're going to kill that mimic first. By exploding this manhole cover. It's different from other ones, if there are any other ones. Anyway, by exploding that, we'll get this secret area, and it's going to kill everything else, so we're going to go get the rads of everything else right now real quick. And going to areas like this, you don't get much in the area, but any portal is going to advance the game, meaning more enemies. And more enemies means a higher score at the end, because more kills. It also means better gear. So we really want to get the best gear we can before we go to the 5th zone, which is kind of hard. So we don't want to get touched by these guys, because they could do a good amount of damage. We want to get those rads. We got an IPD chest, but it's usually not an IPD chest. So, same thing with this area, we're just going to try and clear an area and keep moving. We want to avoid those snipers. These guys who play dead. So you just kind of want to keep moving and be aware of the bullets. So this, we can fix it like that, and it's going to take us to the secret area. So we're going to open this first, and I'm going to get a sledgehammer, which is way better. I'm going to take this gun. Alright, trigger fingers is one of our best things, because it's going to reload our weapons when we get kills. So what that means is that will automatically reload. So when I get a kill with a melee weapon, I can swing again immediately. These guys are going to be super quick with their explosives. You shouldn't go to this area if you're having trouble with the game, but I'm going here just to see if I can get a good gold weapon. So your melee weapons can hit people, obviously, but they can also redirect shots like that. So it's mostly not for trying to redirect them at people, but trying to protect yourself. Oh god. You shouldn't have run with that. So these fast weapons don't really benefit from trigger fingers, but these weapons totally do. And you can hit people through walls for safety. I'm gonna take the golden wrench, because why not? I like wrenches. And once we go through a portal, it's gonna permanently store our thing. So this is not for the run. It's not gonna help you, but I'm just showing you how to do it. The golden weapons are slightly better than other weapons, but in ways that don't really matter. And this is a good stage. This is a good third stage, because we want to like have our own area. But this sniper is going to be really annoying, so I'm just going to... And right now what we really need is we need some ammo. So I'll do this and I'll pull it all towards me like this. And I can... I'm going to pull big dog towards me when I do this, so I don't want to use it too much, but I can use it to separate, like that. So when this is coming towards me, I just hold it a little bit to separate, and I can walk through it, or walk into it because of the lag. And the hyper rifles are really good weapons, so we're going to take that. We kind of want to get rid of this golden wrench. It's not very good. Lucky Shot and Boiling Veins are both really good. Boiling Veins is going to protect you from dying, so we're going to get that. It's a lot safer. And we don't want this laser minigun, but we can use all our laser ammo real fast. Laser miniguns seem really cool, but they also use way too much ammo to be practical. And they're really inaccurate if you don't have a modifier for them. See how we're already out of ammo. So I just want to pull these towards me, so I can get these. But be careful, because you're also pulling these guys towards you. And they do massive damage. So I'm kind of playing recklessly. Obviously, you don't want to do that. So an auto crossbow is a really great weapon. One of the best, in my opinion. Because bolts do massive damage, and not at the cost of a lot of ammo. Alright, so now we want to work really slowly and carefully. So we're going to just kind of pop out and do a shot like that. We want to get the bullets. We want to be really careful, and we can pull people towards us like this to get him where we want to. If we had a melee weapon, I could hit him through the wall, but I didn't. Like this. Just super carefully. Obviously, if we were playing a real playthrough, it would be a little faster. But we're not, so we're going to go as slow as possible. Because this is when the game really starts to get difficult. So we pop out from behind cover and just get a couple kills. Those guys take 3 crossbow hits, so we already know that. And now, we have one of Eyes' special abilities is really powerful. We can pull people so they're going to all be coming down this hallway, and then we fire crossbow bolts down this hallway. Oh my god. What am I doing? Ah! But hallways can also be very dangerous. Pull this all towards us. So like, I'll pull him like this until he's where I want to, and then I'll be careful when you go down this hallway. You can shoot everyone real fast like that. These guys dive when you get close, so you want to be careful when you're close to them. We're gonna get this IPD chest. So this guy's pretty dangerous. Alright. That guy will throw a car at us and hurt us a lot. This guy takes a couple hits. Alright, so good first area, kind of lost a lot of life. Rabbit Paw is going to make more stuff drop faster. Plutonium Hunter is really good if you're not Eyes. Eyes can already pull stuff towards him, so we don't really have to worry about that. Rabbit Paw is going to give you more items. So when this starts, we're going to kind of kill really fast. Don't worry about ammo and bullets. Just try and clear an area. Safety, Matt. And we'll get this. Kill him. So we're kind of just hiding back here, which is good. And I usually just destroy cars. Even if it explodes and destroys the little cover, I just really don't like cars being near me. So you can mimic check, but to save ammo, if it hasn't turned into a mimic and you've been around it for a while, it hasn't licked the slips, you're fine, I guess. So the start of the level is the most dangerous part, because you don't know if you're going to spawn in the middle of a bunch of stuff. And I'll just keep getting opening chests in case I get something really good, instead of saving them. And we could get this crown, but it'll advance the game, so if we're going for high score, we really want the crown. But it's also going to take some rads to open. So, unlike other secret areas, it actually has a cost to get there. We'll level slower when we use our rads to do that. Alright, so now we got Lil Hunter. Lil Hunter's kind of the bottleneck. He's a really hard boss, and the throne is easy to plan, but he kind of comes to the middle of nowhere. So, he's not very predictable. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by killing as fast as possible in a short area. With Bloodlust and Rabbit Paw and then holding Telekinesis, we can get a good amount of people with our auto crossbow. So we're going to change our auto crossbow, we're just going to go for it. Try to kill as many people as possible very quickly, while still kind of being safe. So we kind of lucked out. We got this area. I'm just going to destroy a couple of these. Alright, we hear that? That means he's coming. So we're going to try and get away from him. There we go. And the fire, when he comes down, is like that. And I'm going to kind of pull, too. I'm going to telekinesis to steady him, and I'm going to shoot at him. We got lucky because there's not a lot going on around, but we would have to clear an area really fast if there was a lot going on. So I can just pull this chest towards me instead of having to walk down the hallway to get it. Really slow, but safe. Those things are really dangerous because they target fast. Alright. And there we go. Now we're in this area. Alright, so melee weapon's really good. We don't have a melee weapon now. Back ammo is kind of good if you're inefficient with ammo and you just want to get massive amounts of ammo, but it's really easy to get by it. Stress, you have to have a low HP. Corpse, Impact Burst is actually really good, maybe if you're playing Melting or something, but he's a hard character to play with. Long Arms is really great. We don't have a melee weapon, but if we find a good melee weapon, it's really going to help. Alright, so these guys are going to overwhelm you, and they're going to revive, so we can't play this that safe, because if they just keep getting revived, we're just wasting bullets, getting kills where we get almost no rounds, and you don't get any kills. So we're going to kind of push forward fast, but you need to stay away from explosive freaks, because they will explode. So you hear that? That's the revival sound. So we kind of want to advance fast. Like this. We gotta be careful of this, because those will kill us. So we really run a risk of running out of ammo in this area. I am so bad at aiming. And there's no necromancers, so I'm going to keep going. So necromancers are going to revive them, but they're really weak, so you want to kind of try and scout them out and just shoot them. One of the good things about eyes is, pause real quick. One of the good things about eyes is he can see everything, and that's his passive, so there's no darkness, so you can see those necromancers and see where you have to go. It's not a great passive, but it certainly helps. Alright, so once again, I'm going to shoot fast. I want to line of sight these guys when I explode them, too. So the auto crossbow is really powerful here. Super crossbow's kind of good, but it has a big spread, and we don't want to worry about that. So that IPD chest is going to be good in a bit. See, this is 5 shots, and you have a long cooldown. Cooldowns aren't good. If those guys are charging, when you kill them, they explode. Alright, and we're basically going to paralyze these guys, pull them towards them, and their shots are going to be so slow. If we had Euphoria, which is a good thing to get with this character, these almost wouldn't be moving. And we want to be really safe when we go through this level. So now I can get this IPD chest. I'm holding down telekinesis to spread their bullets as I leave. So, same thing. We're gonna try and kill anyone really fast and kind of clear our area. Alright. Alright, this guy's gonna jump at us if he gets too close, so we gotta be really careful. I'm holding down telekinesis right now to kind of spread the bullets and pull things towards me. I want things to come towards me because nothing is really that dangerous, and when I see something like that coming towards me, I'll let go. But it's really preventing all these bullets from overwhelming me. And I want to save some ammo. And you don't want those guys to touch you either. Okay, so we're pretty good right now. Ah! I thought I waited long enough. That was kind of bad. Alright, some people like the hyper launcher. I don't really like it. I like the weapons I have now, so I'm going to keep those. Alright, and Laser Brain is going to be really good in the future because we get good energy weapon. It's going to be really good. Alright. So now we're at the nuclear throne. Now you have tons of preparation. So let's explain this fight a little. These, when they break, when the nuclear throne runs into them, are going to make those guys that spray the bullets. They're really easy to deal with. They're free ammo. These generators right here, we want to break these when the fight starts, because that's going to get us a guaranteed loot portal. We need to break all 4, and they also drop health and ammo and stuff. So what we're going to do is he's going to shoot this giant beam down this red carpet that's going to completely fuck you up and kill you if you tried to walk on the throne like I did when I first got here like a year and a half ago. Whenever it was released, I walked up and I activated it. I'm like, why isn't it happening? It just exploded and killed me. So when we start this fight, we're going to walk into him, activate him, and we're going to shoot him to break the skeleton. Now we're going to run back. Now he's going to fire this beam down here when he's ready. That beam is a really terrible attack. It's like, does nothing. See? Like that. And when it stops, the battle's going to start. And now these turn green, and we can kill them. We're going to pull the ammo towards us, and we're going to hold telekinesis. It's going to really slow these bullets down. We're going to keep walking. He's walking towards us right now. But the telekinesis is making it really hard. And these makes it really easy for him to... Alright, and we can use sound cues to know what he's doing. So these patterns are really easy if you're holding down telekinesis. Alright, and now that we got that, we're guaranteed to loop, so we just need to kill him now. So we're going to continue holding telekinesis and just unload on him. Like this. And when we blow those up, it'll kill half his health. And now he's dead. And we get a guaranteed loop portal. If you just want to kill him and not get a loop portal, that's fine. You should do that if you try to unlock the character you get for killing him. And I always pick monster style. So this is where this is kind of going to end. I'm going to show you the next boss. If you just want to get to the nuclear gun, you can cut out now. The next boss is really easy. We're gonna hold telekinesis when we start, and we're gonna go crazy on these motherfuckers because it's gonna be a bunch of IPDP. All right, now he spawns, and same thing. Hold telekinesis. It's not gonna pull him towards you, but it's gonna spread bullets. We aren't just gonna shoot him. If we had a melee weapon, we'd be able to pop those, and that would be really helpful, actually. But we don't. So if you have a melee weapon, when he sprays those, run up to them and try and hit them. Alright. And that's how you loop. Like that. Real easy. And now we have all this crazy stuff. So that's how you loop. I'm going to keep playing. You can watch me. I don't know when I'm going to cut this. But it's pretty easy once you get the hang of it. It takes a while to get that first loop down, but you can be looping pretty consistently. And I was talking stuff like that, not really pay attention, I still loop. So it's not that hard. You really want to try and break out your mold and try new weapons. I use like auto crossbows are really great, hyper rifles really great. You definitely want at least a slow weapon and a fast weapon usually. Grenade launchers are great. You can go through the whole thing with crossbow or slugger. They're really powerful. Any kind of good melee weapon, like a shovel, any of the laser weapons, like a laser hammer, a laser sword. Laser swords are really, really good. Auto crossbows are good. Gatling sluggers. Even like an assault slugger is really good. So there's a lot of weapons. You just watch people play. You can use a lot of weapons really well. Some weapons like disc gun and like the flamethrowers and stuff like that, I don't really like those. So. Yeah, so not really good. I like to have a laser sword, and I got hit by the IDPD van. I'm not very good at anticipating those. So until next time, hope you enjoyed this video, and good luck looping.